Da 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 da. Yes, I like it like this. And then let me come into the middle, and we're living and loving. Hello, my darling FumiNation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed, my new FumiNation family members. I absolutely live and love you guys. And for you, for the new ones that don't know the updates, we are having a fantastic meet and greet on the 20th of July. The tickets are below. It's going to be fabulous, my darlings. You've got goodie bags, you've got food, you've got drink, you've got music, you've got dancing. We have Q&A, we have step and repeat, plus some sensational special guests. And above all else, get an exclusive to my brand. Darlings, you don't want to miss this summer splash. What am I wearing? I'm wearing some old clothes, my darlings, and I am living and loving since I'm getting into them, that is. This, my darlings, is a fabulous top that I bought many moons ago, maybe about 6-7 years ago. All of these have been in storage. I've just been taking them out. And these are from Joseph. They are wonderful. They're for the tall girlies. Yes, they're for the tall girlies. And I put them together because they are the same shade of blue. And here I am wearing them together. I love it. For those of you that are expecting, this is such a lovely peplum top to wear. So if you see stuff like this, buy it when you're expecting. Also, when I'm going out for lunch and I want to eat and I want to relax and I want to enjoy myself and I don't want to start sucking my tummy in after I've eaten, really and truly, I wear stuff like this. I love it, and I love to wear stuff like this also to the office. It's warm, it's summer, so here we are from Joseph. It's a British brand here in England for the tall girlies, and I've been wearing them ever since I was in uni. And the color is apropos. I didn't want to wear black, but I did think I would wear like a dark blue in homage to Niko McKnight, who passed away after a 2-year struggle with cancer. Brian McKnight, his father, did not see him in the 2 years while he was struggling with cancer. And they didn't patch things up. We had Uncle Claude who spoke on Nico's behalf.
So all day I said to myself I wasn't going to post about this. And as the day wore on, I realized that how could I not post about this? This morning I found out that my nephew, Niko McKnight, passed away. He'd been bravely battling cancer for the last 2 years or so. And I have a lot of feelings right now. I'm not going off a script or anything like that. I'm just going to be raw with how I'm feeling. Nico was one of those amazing kids who was quirky and curious and ridiculously talented. Amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, had a great eye, was a photographer. And just one of those kids that, at least in my estimation, was somebody you always wanted to be around. And so it really sucks that he's no longer with us. And I will also say, probably one of the reasons why I wasn't going to post about it is I post a lot of things, but I don't post a lot of really, really serious subject things, or certainly family things. And I wanted to post this about Nico, about his legacy, about how amazing he is, and not about what some of you may have heard about, you know, the family drama that has existed for quite some time in our family. I'm not here to discuss that or to talk about how that happened or why it happened. This is not the time or the place, but what I will say is, in any situation, there's always at least 3 sides to a story. There's my side, your side, and the truth. And the truth a lot of times is somewhere in between. So here's the thing. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard from all parties involved. And I try not to judge. I just try to be as loving to each person as I can be, because apparently there's so much hurt going on, or was so much hurt going on, that a lot of things didn't get resolved. And again, I want to go back to Nico. I know that kid had a lot inside a lot eating at him for a long, long, long time. That may have contributed to what happened with him. What I do know is he's out of pain now. And so I can rejoice in the fact that he no longer has to go through the chemo and the radiation and everything else. But I just want to uplift that young man and say we will see him again one day. I love you, Nico. Uncle Claude.
A big thanks to Claude McKnight's tasteless and self-aggrandizing announcement on TikTok that frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of a life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama. While that was unfolding, my family and I flew home to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him and all the good times. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. To the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story. I am truly thankful for the immense peace God has given me, and I've left everything in his hands. I have a clear conscience. The only judgment that matters is God's. My wife, our children, and I are eternally thankful to Almighty God that the suffering has come to an end and grateful for all of your condolences. Thanks to those of you who have known the truth from the beginning and haven't let untruths, half-truths, or slander prejudice your opinion.
Brian McKnight might have 4 or 5 children, previous children prior to the children that he has now, and also adopted via his new wife. And he talked about how he doesn't have a relationship with them. All of that is in his past. He only talks about the children that he has that are present in his life, that, you know, give him pleasure and all of these things.
So lastly this week, I want to big up my man right here. See, he gets it. In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related. We want everyone to live a life that you love. Our hashtag, that's what it means. Hashtag I live our life. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of all that evil and negativity. There's so many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity, a positivity platform. So hopefully, I mean, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments. But we'll see. We'll see you next week.
And he has basically discarded his other children. He went to court with his daughter, of whom he paid $300,000 if she would drop the case without any further interrogation, so to speak. He has a beautiful son who he considers junior with his new wife. And he has kind of sort of adopted her children as well. Family dynamics are exactly that. They're different from one to the other. You never know what happens behind closed doors. I have spoken about Brian McKnight and how he has talked about his children in public, which I didn't agree with. I just think that it's such a sensitive topic to talk about, because we don't know. I don't know all of the details. I can only speak as a parent, and I have a young child who, you know, is still growing, and I don't know. I really and truly don't know. But I would like to believe that I could find it in my heart, if my child was sick, even if I could not forget, perhaps forgive to a degree, because there are always two parties. It's never ever one-sided. There are always two parties. There's action and there's reaction. Both, I feel, can be at fault to a degree. I think it is sad that you would not go and see your dying son, that you would not reach out to the family after his passing. I think it speaks volumes that Uncle Claude came out here and had to say one or two things, a eulogy of sorts, in memory of Nico. Some of you would have noticed I put up some pictures of a wonderful sister of mine. Ogali and I were friends from when we were 18. That's a long time, because I'm 56 now. And she passed away so unexpectedly. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. And it truly has humbled me. She also passed away via cancer. We didn't expect her to have cancer. It was just so shocking. And I cry behind the scenes, you know, because I miss my friend. I miss my sister. And she had one daughter. She's now mine. And I will see her to the finish line and remind her constantly of what a phenomenal woman her mother was. It breaks my heart that my friend did not get enough time to see her daughter grow up. I humbly feel that Brian McKnight, I feel as if he's not really all there. He's really not there. Something went off somewhere, and he has not been able to come back. I don't blame his wife, because maybe the wife has gone to him repeatedly to say this is wrong, but he's been adamant. I pray for the family, I pray for healing, and I pray for them, like Nico said, to remember who he was. Let me just, because I have it here. He says, you don't get to be a piece of da-da-da forever and still skate by with all that we know. What did I tell you? It takes two to tango. We saved that man from federal prison. That's all I'm going to say. But after all of this, I still love him so much, because I know there's my dad in there somewhere. Miss you, Dad. Marcus alias Superman. Because the boy in him yearns for the father in Brian. I can't tell you, we can only go by what we are reading. I think that a father, a parent, should always be the bigger person. Always be the bigger person. We just had Monique out here, you know, hugging her son that had come out previously to say all of these things, of which I feel as if he was narrating from some, you know, page or paper or whatever, I don't know. But Monique still embraced him, and they hugged it out in public for us to see. And for that, I salute her, because that is what Brian has not done. You can't discard your children. And Brian, you know, I tell you, you might think it's all hunky-dory now, but you will grow old. You will grow weak. And in the last days of your time here, you will reflect. And it will not be pretty. Nico has gone now. Nico is at peace. But Nico is also watching over all of you. If I were you, I would beg for mercy. beg for forgiveness in your quiet time, you need to reflect, because what I constantly am learning is that I know nothing. And this, our Father up above, is the architect of us all. And I don't want you to wait until something terrible happens to you and you want to come back for forgiveness. It will be too late across the board. It will be too late. Your son passed away from cancer for 2 years. I saw that happen to my friend. And she's gone. It's so final. There are 100 things I wish I could tell her. There's 100 things I still want to say. I want to pick up the phone, but I know she will not pick it up on the other end. You have to be careful. You have to be careful out here in these streets. I have no words. Nico, may your beautiful soul rest in eternal peace. My deepest condolences to the family. I am so very, 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 very sorry. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you sooner than later.